Hey, Jax, you drive here today?
Stop it. Like, what? Why would... Don't start
For
with
anybody
that.
that doesn't know, Jax's car was stolen a couple of days ago, and it's been really hard on her. So naturally, as a good friend, I thought, we should line it up with that. This is a crazy story, and it's true.
Yeah.
So you got to run us through how your car went in for service and then it was gone.
So a couple weeks ago, we were recording the show, and I actually had to go to City Hall to get a parking permit, and I decided to walk. I was like, you know what? After the show, like, I've been sedentary. Let's go for a walk. So I went down at City Hall and back, and I came back to a note on my car that had said, "Hey, we hit your car. Like a cargo van had hit my Bronco, and the bumper, all in all, the bumper needed to be replaced. They were at fault. They left me their note. And
so they
their
were cool
information.
about it.
They were awesome about it. And I was like, because I've never been in an accident. Never been in an accident. I didn't even have my first car until I was 31. This was all new to me. So I called insurance, shout out Bel Air, everything was good. They were nice. And I was told to take it to a body shop to get the bumper replaced. They were also really nice. And I dropped it off last Wednesday, and here I go. I'm an adult. And, they said, we'll be in touch ASAP. They emailed me a couple times, kind of letting me know where they were in the process. And on Thursday, they messaged and they said, your car's done. We'll have it for you and we'll give you a call tomorrow. And they gave me a call and they said, hello, Miss Irwin. And I thought, okay, here I go back up to Leaside to get my Bronco. They said, we have some bad news. I thought, maybe it's running a bit late. And they said, your car was stolen.
Wow. And your response to that was?
I said, fuck off. Because I was like, I thought they were, Adam, I even looked down at my phone because my first thought was, how did Adam do this? I thought you were fucking with me.
No. You thought it was like me pranking you.
I thought it was a joke. But I think that is how
That's how unexpected this is, right?
It's processing shock.
Yeah.
And I thought, and then the guy was like, sorry, ma'am. And I was like, fuck off. And then I was like, fuck off. So they informed me that some bandits had broken into
So they broke into the shop.
They broke into the shop overnight. They had taken, because I thought at first it was hot wired, but I guess they had taken the keys to my vehicle and then went off. And they called me at 1:30. It happened at 8:45. Anyways, I guess the person was known to the police. I think he's part of a crime ring.
Okay.
And there was a cop there at the time, and he started talking. Anyway, it's Adam. It's
you want to hear the salt in the wound part? Jax is a Ford, just like I do, right?
Yeah.
Had a Ford. Excuse me.
Stop it.
Not a Ford. Not a member of the Ford Club anymore.
Oh.
But so Jax had a Bronco, and you have the Ford app.
Yeah.
And wherever you are, you can know where your car is with the Ford app.
Yep.
And so for hours afterwards,
Yep.
you knew
Where
that
my
your
car
car was
was.
stolen and you knew where it was. But you can't go after it because that's dangerous.
Well, I wanted to, and the police said don't, and I said, well, somebody has to. But yeah, so and that was the hard thing is I know that they had to do their due diligence, but they called me 6 hours after it was stolen, which I could have been telling them where it was, and then for another 4 hours after, I was like, hello, feeding the police information.
Yeah, give them the heads up.
They had asked, they're like, oh, you have the Ford app? And I was like, yep, I can tell you it's at Popeyes off of Keele right now. And they're like, oh, that's a different district. So we'll get in touch with someone to get that. And so, yeah, for another 4 hours, because I knew that the bandits were going to cut. Of course, they would cut the GPS.
They cut the connected.
I was surprised that they hadn't already, but I could see it. It went to McDonald's. I have screenshots of it all. Went to McDonald's. I think it went to some sort of pickleball club or was parked near and around it.
Well, sometimes you want to get a game in midday, right?
Went to church too.
Oh, it
the
did?
Bronco went to church.
So
the bandits
ask for
went to
forgiveness.
church.
That's nice.
And then it went offline. But I was telling the police all afternoon, hey guys, here it is. And they were like, all right. Yeah. they didn't do anything. So I've been told that they're working on it, but they said that the vehicle has gone underground, which means into the crime depths.
Yeah, she gone. Because that's the thing. Like my mom had
she had her stolen.
She had that happen too. And what happens is they've got a ship ready to go and the container's ready to go. And so it's gone within, they say, usually within 12 to 18 hours, it's on a boat. And that's how they can get away with it. And that's why I think police can't it's hard for the police to go after that because there's so many happening at the same time. And it happens so quickly that I think sometimes they feel like they're chasing their tails. Now, in your case, you obviously had the Connected app, but it's so fascinating because your car was the only one taken.
Yep.
It wasn't like they hit it and all the cars were gone.
No.
And there were like Mercedes in the parking lot.
Yeah, they said that the guys at the auto body shop said that there were like higher end cars because like I had a Bronco, which I waited a while for, and it was like a beautiful car, but it was like it was baseline, like it was like no frills, like it was a pretty basic vehicle, and there were way nicer cars that they could have taken.
But I'll tell you why they wanted yours.
They took Brenda.
Yeah, they took Brenda the Bronco.
Yeah.
And the reason I think is that one thing that's
Because I'm
really
gay.
in.
Yeah.
Definitely because you're gay.
Yeah.
But apparently a lot of these cars get shipped to the Middle East where they get sold for very, very high prices. And there are Ford F-150s, which is what I drive.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of those. Range Rovers get stolen like mad. And it's all over. It's not just Toronto. It's like every major city. There are the same cars being taken because there's such limited supply given to some of those regions. And there's so much money in those regions that they almost just can't not do it. The money in the game is so big, I guess. And so, one of the things that they always tell you to do, like with your car, is like that you're not supposed to hang your keys at the front door. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, so all the guy has to do is crowbar your door open, grab the keys and go.
Yeah.
Like it's super easy. Although, to be honest with you, if somebody really wants to get into my house and steal my car, I would rather my keys be at the front door.
Absolutely.
Take two
Yeah.
steps in,
Yeah.
get the keys, see you later, bye-bye.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nuts. And so your car was very, very, like, as much as you say it's, no frills or whatever, Jax had a really nice black on black Bronco. It's very cool. Like you could pop the top off of it. You could take the doors off it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like that car is sort of perfect for where they're shipping this, and they're cool and fun and edgy. And so to be honest with you, you have great style. So I could see why somebody would want it. And no, like seriously, it was a cool truck.
But I waited for it. I you know what though? That truck helped me get through my divorce, and maybe it'll help somebody else get through their divorce too. Maybe somebody in the desert is going through a divorce and they need freedom.
Brenda said she's healed now.
Yeah.
I must move on.
I must go. Actually, maybe
she's Mary Poppins for
and
Broncos.
that's like all jokes aside. Like I'm in a 12-step recovery program, and we're all about like surrender and like releasing grip of control. And like I do have to set Brenda free, and I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But first, I have to keep going to the police station.
Yes.
And try to tell them what I need them to do. But
Right.
everything happens for a reason, even car theft.
Sure. And listen, it opens you up to getting something else.
Well, that's the thing. And I do love the Bronco. It is a lot of fun. It is not ideal for the city.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I do like it. I don't have anyone except for a 6-pound dog. So it's a lot of vehicle for me. So it was a lease. So I was like, maybe when my lease is over, I'll get something different, like maybe something smaller, maybe. So this does kind of expedite that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at different options, and I do a lot of work with GM too. So like
Yeah.
maybe I'll be zipping around in something
Maybe
with them.
you'll get one of those EV Hummers you've been talking about in your GM ads.
Those
They're
are
pretty cool.
Those are so fast.
They're
too fast.
so
Too
fast.
fast. I don't know if I can handle the power.
Well, any battery car is going to be faster than a gas car.
We did one commercial with with the Hummer, and I screamed in it, and that was real. And we only did one take because I don't think I could have done another. Like it was terrifying how quick it goes. It's cool, but yeah. For right now, you'll see me walking.
I don't know if you guys have seen this on the streets of Toronto. Like, and the worst thing to happen here, by the way, is that like this gets clipped. It goes to like some small town in Canada. They're like, see, this is why the Liberals can't win. Like, you know what I mean? Like they always make it a political thing. But what some people are doing at the end of their driveways, if they've got one of those cars on the most stolen list. And by the way, it isn't just luxury cars. Honda Civics are among the most stolen cars out there. Like it's not like all high end or whatever. And nothing against the Bronco. It's a great car and higher end, but it's not like you're not talking about a $250,000 car here.
It's not a luxury vehicle. It's not. No, it's not. Yeah.
It's an everyday vehicle.
Yeah.
And so what people are doing is they're putting these big steel beams in their driveway. And when you park your car at night, you go around to the back and there's a key that you have, and you bring it up and you put it to the side, and then you lock it. So it's locked and it's like a big pull. So they can't pull the car out. Even if they got your tickets, it can't go. Now, you don't have a driveway.
I thought if my car is going to get jacked, it's going to be on my street.
Yeah, I kind of thought the same,
yeah,
right?
like in downtown Toronto, like I was like, if it's gone from there. And there have been car thefts around here.
I'm not
all
surprised
the
by
time.
that.
Somebody broke into my car last year and took my glasses. Like I was okay with that because I park on the street. Like
Yeah.
I'm begging for it, but it was stolen. It was stolen from the auto shop.
Somebody smashed the back window of my F-150 year and a half ago.
Oh yeah.
And I had to put like a little tracking device in it. So I have double tracking. I've got the forward tracking, and then I got another
Well,
tracking device that brings your insurance down, which is super cool. And but it's like one of the other things they'll try to do, and this is kind of crazy, is they'll like hang out in parking lots. And when people they'll do this with credit cards, and they'll do this with keys. When you go to unlock your car, in some cases, they've got a scanner where they
Adam,
are,
I
and they're
hate
able
this
to
world.
scan the frequency it's on.
Yeah.
And then if they were to locate your vehicle, follow you home, whatever it is, like they're not interested in you. I know that's kind of scary that somebody might follow you home, but if they've got your that frequency, sometimes they're able to just, if you got a push button start the car. And mimic that frequency, and they can do the same with credit cards, which is why a lot of people are doing those wallets that can block the signal. Like those, I don't know if you've seen those. They're a pain in the butt, and they scratch your phone up, but they're called Ridge wallets, and they're like made of carbon fiber. Yeah.
So listen, somebody hacked my credit card twice last year. Somebody stole
it's
my
a pain
car.
when that happens.
I'm on a roll, and the worst part is if somebody came up to me and they said, "Can I have your Bronco?" I probably would have been like,
Yeah.
"Okay, sure.
Just take it.
Let's talk about this."
Yeah.
I would have been like, maybe.
Yeah.
But like now they took it, and now I'm mad. I think I need to move to the country. I think this is saying to me, you, my little friend, it's time to go into the woods. It's time to go into the woods.
I like that.
I'll probably get robbed in the woods though at this rate. God.
No, probably less likely out there. Less likely.
Here I am, no car.
But you know what? You're handling it beautifully. I do have to give you, right, Steph? She's doing well.
You guys found me
doing
crying
great.
on my front step before we recorded this. So like if we want to be honest.
I would have done the same thing.
You got to let it out. You got to let it out. It's good. I think the thing is that like whenever, I don't know if you've ever had a place, my mom and I had a condo while she was building a house back when I was like 18. And it was funny because I came home one day and the door was sort of ajar, and I was like, Mom? And then I realized that the door had sort of been cracked in half and then opened. And I thought that was weird. And then I went through the house, and like I had a guitar, and it was thrown open on the bed, and my mom's jewelry was all taken and whatever. And it was like, so it was just a sort of a hit and run.
Yeah.
And what was interesting is we were like, why was the door cracked that way? So they took a crowbar and obviously opened it. But the condo that we were living in, which was a nice condo, had a door that was really just a fire retardant door.
Okay.
But it wasn't like anti-theft or anything like that. So there is a feeling a little bit like I guess I'm a little bit weird. Some people are like, oh, I wouldn't be able to live in a place that somebody robbed me. I was like, I didn't really give it too much thought. I was like, well, they took some of my money, but like whatever.
Yeah.
But I do think it can be at the beginning very upsetting because you just feel a little bit
I felt like
unsafe.
rocked. I felt like violated. And it's like the same thing that happened with my credit card. Like, it's just like I just feel it's spooky. Like I feel like somebody's taking advantage of me. I feel like someone is like,
You feel targeted.
I feel targeted.
Yeah.
I felt, I just was also like I worked my ass off for this was my first like big girl. Like I
was your
budgeted,
first new car.
That was my first new car. I budgeted specifically for it. I had gotten it with my ex, and I was like, if I'm going to keep this, I'm going to have to, allot my money like this. And I was like, it was almost like my sobriety gift to myself too, of like,
I like that.
staying sober. And it was just like, oh, for God, so it just felt like the wind was out of my sails a little bit. And somebody also, I had just gotten, because I have a subscription, those Drift air fresheners that
What are those?
oh my God, they're these like, TikTok influenced me on these like little air fresheners. They're like wooden, all natural air fresheners.
Okay.
And they smell like Christmas, because I like air fresheners, but I don't like air fresheners because they're too invasive.
Yeah.
And I just cracked my month's supply of my Pine air freshener in there, which smells like Christmas. And they took it. And that's what they asked me if I had anything in the car of value. I had some cables now looking back, but I was like, I had my glasses and my moisturizer. And they're like, okay. And then I was like, and my air freshener. And they're like, okay, ma'am. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, but it's like if somebody's inside of Brenda.
Well, Brenda's going to go live in the sand dunes now.
I do hope, and you're going to say this is woo woo. I hope that whoever gets it needed it more than I did. But I highly doubt that.
I thought you were going to be like, I hope whoever gets it chokes on it. Because you could say that too, and everybody would understand.
I hope, you know what? I hope that if it's on a boat going elsewhere, I hope that it tips and that nobody is hurt, nobody dies, but they all learn their lesson in deep water.
Wow. Okay. All right. Just a slight tip.
How about this? Fuck you. Okay,
That
better.
works.
Okay, yeah.
That works too. Yeah. You know
Okay.
what? Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.